Hey guys, so I want to share with you guys the power of the binary today. I thought it's been a little while since I did an updated video, and so let's talk about why this is the best compensation model to be in when you build a network marketing company. Now, this is going to educate you simply on your own business, but it's also going to be able to educate you so that you can be able to talk to people when they ask questions. So somebody first and foremost said, Mario, when I was going through the training, I realized that they said your first person you put on your shared leg and your second person you put on your individual leg. What does that even mean? Okay, so let's say in this particular example, the person, we're going to just call this person Mary. Okay, Mary is the person that helped introduce you to the business. Okay, so let's say Mary's got a team on her left and a team on her right, and let's say she's got 4 people on each side that she's brought in, and you just so happen to come in on her right leg. Okay, because anytime Mary enrolls, she's going to bring people to the far bottom on the left and the far bottom on the right. Okay, so essentially here's you. Okay, now from you, you are now going to build 2 teams as well. So what happens is you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and you're going to do this. Can you see how now you are sharing a right leg with Mary? Because what if Mary brings in someone else? Now, let's say she brings in a person over here, okay? I did a different color just so we could differentiate, and you can't really tell because it's really thin. But now, essentially, you and Mary are sharing a right leg. And so technically, or most times, a person's shared leg starts to take off because it's not just based on your efforts, it's based on the efforts of the person up here, and sometimes here, 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 and here too, because each one of these people who get started, they've got to put one person on their right and one person on their left. So let's say this person got started, they put in one here. This person got started, they put in one here. This person got started, they put in one here. And this person got started, they put in one here. Right off the bat, just based on Mary's efforts with her first people, including you, now her first people are 5, but then what happens is you bring in 2, and then the other 5 bring in people as well. So you see how that big leg starts to take off on the right side? So that's the cool part about the binary, first and foremost, is that we all build together, because whatever happens even down here from a sales perspective rolls all the way back up to Mary. But all the way back up to Mary, it rolls up through you. So anybody's sales volume here, whether it's from you or not, counts for your pay. Okay, so now this is the shared leg concept. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it up here so we can continue to give examples of why this is so powerful. Okay, so we understand how and what is meant when somebody says you're sharing a leg with somebody. Okay, so with that being said, now here is you. Okay, so we already identified, okay, that this leg could go really fast and build really big and really deep because of the efforts of Mary, who's up here. So what happens is, I always recommend to people, okay, this. When you get started, your job is to go left, right, all the way to 6. So you're getting 6 on each side, okay? So when you have 6 people personally from you that you've placed on the right, and 6 people personally from someone else, from you that you placed on the left, now what's going to happen is you're going to look at your team and you're going to see that one of those teams is going to become what we call a runaway leg, okay? So typically it's the shared leg. The shared leg, because of the amount of people putting people on it, it takes off. Now, why is that so important? Think about this. Would you guys rather do this? This is what a lot of other companies do, especially the traditional network marketing companies. They have you come in and you have to build 6 across. And then this person builds 6, right? And then this person does the same. So you get real wide. But this person here has absolutely nothing to do with this person here, right? So if this is you, now you have 6 people that basically all rely on you, where in this situation, everybody helps everybody else, if you can see how that works, okay? But with that being said, let's talk about how you can leverage down the road. Okay, we go 6 right, 6 left. And then as your legs start to grow organically, one always takes off. So let's say down the road, okay, one of these becomes a power leg. So let's say in this example, right, it's the right leg because you're sharing with Mary, okay, and Mary's side with yours takes off. So let's say this goes out and just starts exploding, okay? Now underneath this leg, because of the power of duplication and the fact that we're early, okay, let's say this has, I don't know, 800,000 points, right, in that right side. This is the way I was always taught, and I'm going to tie this into the system for you as well. I was always taught that when you get a good team building and one team takes off, you can start to forecast your income. How many of you guys would like me to teach you how to forecast your income so that you know exactly how to make about $2,800 every single month just on the binary, okay? The binary, okay, is just one of 8 ways we get paid on, okay? So just one of the 8 ways I'm going to show you how I forecast my own business right now, okay? So if we get paid 10% on the lesser leg, but you have a massive team that's just going, all you have to do is understand this. Every single time somebody comes in, okay, let's just say 7 people joined your team. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people joined your team on the left side in a given week. What I was always taught is that you want to try to have 1 person a day join your team. Okay? That would be 30 new people every single week. Okay? Now it takes time to get there. It really does. That's why we move as fast as we do. Some people get started in the company and they're like, wait, I want to try the products for 2 weeks. And then I want to put my first launch party out a month because I want to give all my people appropriate time. That's not how you build your business. You build your business week to week. Let me give you an example. We have somebody who just joined the team this week. Within their first week, they had their first launch party. 2 people joined, 2 separate couples. And then the next week, when we look at their week, they're having their second launch party. So that's 1. And then their 2 couples are having their launch parties. That's 3. So they have 3 meetings going on in that new person's business this upcoming week, not to mention all the connect calls, right? So you want to get to a point where, let's say through those 3 meetings, you introduce another 3, right? Now, the next week, the original person's having their 3rd meeting. The next 2 people are having their 2nd meeting. And then the next 3 brand new people are all having their first meetings. Now you've got 6 meetings going on. You see how this starts to duplicate out. And if you want to try to get 1 person on your team a day to join, that's how you do it, the power of duplication. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 person on your team, 2 people on your team, it will continue to duplicate out if done right. So with that being said, let's say 1 person joins your team a day, right? That's 7,000 points in volume, okay? And we make 10%, that's $700, okay? $700 just on the binary, because why? Because 7,000 points obviously is smaller than the 800,000, right? So if you were to just duplicate this out, if your goal was to get 1 person to join your team a day just on the binary, you're going to do 7,000 points. But what is 7,000 points? 7,000 points is basically platinum. So what happens when this happens? Not only are you making 10%, the 3% revenue share option kicks in for that week. And if you had a founders pack, which I hope all of you do, the 2% revenue share kicks in that week as well. So that's significant, guys. But 7,000, I believe the new 7,000 rank is platinum. So you're hitting platinum every single week simply by creating a duplicatable system, okay? Now, this times 4, right? That's how we got $2,800 a week. So as you build a team and as you get bigger and as your team is growing, okay, this is how you could say, listen, that's why every single week when we have meetings going all over the team and we have meetings going on all over the nation, you know that every single night I'm going to get at least 1 person to join the team. But what that also represents, guys, is LCP. Okay, what you'll learn, okay, is our system is really designed to create an LCP machine. LCP is those monthly orders that we do, okay? So let me explain to this how this works. So hopefully you guys have got all of this, and I'm going to erase this because I'm going to take it in a different direction for you, okay? So now let's say week 1, okay? Through your team, just like that example, okay, that gentleman had 2 people join his team, okay? Now they do their meetings and whatnot. In week 2, okay, these 2 people plus the original guy they all get 1 person to join, so 3 new people join the team, okay? Now week 3, all of these 6 people, they all get, let's say 3 people join. Let's just be conservative. And then week 4, okay, 6 people join. So what do we have? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 new people that join this gentleman's team. Okay, so let's just call him person X, right? 14 people joined his team this week. Now what happens is everybody who joins also sets up what? LCP, right? Because they want to purchase their product. They want to keep their compensation plan open. So they purchase their LCP. So when we're coming into week 5, what does this look like? You've got 14 brand new people on your team. So obviously they're having meetings, they're doing connect calls. So new people are going to join your team. So let's say 5 people join your team this week, okay? But all of a sudden, all of the people from week 1, which are 2, their LCPs are also going to run, okay? So you gain another, 300 to 400 points on LCP. Now week 6, okay? Let's say, because now you've got 14 people plus the new 5, so now you've got 19 people. Through 19 people that are building the business through a duplicatable system, let's say another 7 people join, okay? So those are all points. Remember, if you're building your team appropriately, you're making 10% on the lesser leg. But 7 new people join. However, the 3 people here that got started week 2, now their LCP runs, okay? So now you add in another 300 to 500 points, okay? And so what's happening, guys, is not only are you getting new point volume in your binary, you're also getting monthly point volume in your binary. And let me tell you what happens, guys. Sooner or later, you're going to have so much LCP running because of people who love our products, people who are buying our products and want to stay on our products, that LCP starts to become larger than the amount of people joining. That's what we call the tipping point in network marketing. When you hit the tipping point, when your LCP, see right now we're making money like this, boom, 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 and all the while on the back end, your LCP is going like this, slowly raising. We're making money, making money, making money, making money, and then slowly over time, that tipping point happens, and this is where the residual's at. Now you're still making this money, but this is just like this, and it's over. That's where that really comes together, right? And so what you see here is that the system that we use is designed to be built week to week to week to week to week to week so that it can start the cycles going in your business. I'm going to show you one other reason why the binary is amazing, okay? So I just showed you how in this example, okay, on your side here, this is your smaller leg where you make 10%, okay? And then on this side, you've got 800,000 points, okay? Let's say there's a gentleman right here. Here's you, and you bring in Joe. Joe's right here, and underneath Joe's right leg, he has, let's say his right leg is 770,000 points, right? Because he's just below this, okay? So let's say Joe is not really building the business, right? But he knows that he's got 770,000 points on his right. So Joe has also, this 770,000 point represents maybe about 4,000 actual people on that right side of his team, okay? So what this does, guys, is that also the binary creates a retention tool. So even though Joe is maybe 1% dialed into his business, right? Remember the old stereos from home, you can dial it up to 10 or to 0 with the volume, right? So let's say Joe's got his dialed up to like 1.5. He's got a successful business, whatever it is, he's not really focused on his business. But Joe knows if we make 10% lesser leg, he builds a lesser leg. He's basically got 10% of $770,000 in cash commissions waiting for him. Because if he builds this out, he can build it out to 770,000 points on this side and make 10%. It's about $77,000 in commissions waiting for him. So what does he want to do? Even if he's not building it right now, do you think he wants to lose those points? Of course not. So every single month, Joe makes an LCP purchase. Because if you miss your LCP purchase, all of those points go away. So here's what happens. When you build a top leg, even some people who have their dial set to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, whatever it is, they won't miss an LCP because they know they're sitting on, if they don't make a $100 to $200 purchase this month, they give away the potential of $77,000 in commissions. How freaking crazy is that, guys? Right? So we build retention not only through the amazing products, but also because the binary locks them in, right? They're going to say, man, I don't want to lose that. I've got people on my team, towards the tops of my teams, that have millions of points on their right and their left. And they buy, and they buy, and they buy because they would never want to lose that. Guys, that's $100,000 in commissions because, well, but Mario, if Joe's got that many commissions, okay, he's never going to build. That's not true. That's not true at all, okay? Let's say it's $770,000 in commissions, right? And then he just so happens to make a post on Instagram, and he brings in a guy like Jeff Gonzalez. Jeff Gonzalez was one person. I remember Jeff came to my home for a personal presentation, and there was literally like 3 or 4 people in the room. It was small. I think he might have been the only guest that night. Jeff got started, okay, in his team. And what happened is in his first 30 days, I think he put in over 250 people and probably did close to, I don't know, maybe 150,000 points. 150,000 points, right, at 10% for Joe because he brought in one person. And that's just one part of our comp plan. This is just the binary. So I wanted to spend some time with you guys today and break this down because I think that so many of you don't understand the power of the binary. You don't understand how to approach the binary. But I wanted you to get some back-end understanding about why the binary is the best. But where do we go? Where do we start from? It's real simple. Right, left, right, left, right, left, all the way to 6, okay? Now, that's not to say you say, Mar, well, I put my 6 on each side. What's the deal? I'm not a millionaire yet. No, I've recruited 94 people, guys. Right, left, right, left, right, left. 94, okay? I know that the more people I bring into this tree, the more money I'll make now and down the road. So I am forever going to be going out and talking to people. I'm forever going to be talking about this amazing products, about this amazing business model. Why, guys? Because I understand when I feed the beast, it feeds our family, right? And it really is pound for pound the best way to make money in this profession, guys. Hope this helped. I'm going to put this on our YouTube channel. Let me know if you have any questions. And otherwise, make it a great day, guys. Talk to you soon.